All right, we are going to go over exponential key features today. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. The graph of an exponential function is shown on the grid. Which dashed line is an asymptote for the graph? A, line J, B, line K, C, line M, and D, line N. So remember, when we think about an asymptote, we want to see where this J shape starts becoming a straight line. So about right here, it starts becoming a straight line, and that's on line M. So line M is our asymptote. Line M is our asymptote. So C would be our correct answer. So then let's head to number 2. Which statements about the graph of y equals 3 parentheses 0.5 parentheses x are true? Select 2 answers. My biggest word here is 2 answers. We need 2 answers. So I'm going to put this in Desmos. Another important thing to note about the asymptote real quick is it does not cross the J shape. It never touches the J shape. It just kind of runs along the side. This is going to be important for this one. So y equals 3 parentheses 0, 0.5 parentheses little x. And we have our exponential function. The first one says the equation of the asymptote is y equals 3. If I put y equals 3, see how they touch right here at this point? That's not good. We don't want that. So y equals 3 is not an answer. It's no good. This whole thing is bad. The graph increases from left to right, meaning it's going up. In our picture, if we start over here and we follow the curve, it's going down. Our graph decreases. It should be decrease. So this one is not the answer as well. The coordinate of the y-intercept are 0, 3. If I put parentheses 0, 3, and it does land on the y-intercept, that's good. I can also check by touching the red graph, and there it is, 0, 3. So this is an answer. This is good. And it also says the graph includes the point -2, 12. Put that in Desmos. So you have -2, 12. And see how the point doesn't pop up? We're going to just zoom out a little bit. Oh, here it is right here. And it's on the line. So that is true. And remember, in this situation, our asymptote is y equals 0. So we would never have any x-intercepts because our x-axis is the asymptote. So my answers are, we label this A, B, C, D, E. It would be C and D. All right, let's go to the next one. So now we are going to do writing exponential functions from a table and predictions. So we're going to read the question. Matthew deposits $4,250 in a savings account. He left the money in the bank for 6 years without making any deposits or withdrawals. The table shows the balance of the money saved. Based on the table, which equation represents a fit of the data? Fit. And the situation is like the best fit, the closest answer. So we're going to put this table into Desmos. It may take me a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have, and then the situation, do not put the comma. So you never put the comma. It's going to tell you it's wrong. Okay, so just leave the comma out. 5, 9, 2, but do put the point 50. 4, 9, 6. 1.20, 5, 3, 5, 5.80, 5, 7, 8, 5.50, 6245, 6245, 0.50. And then 6, 7, 4, 9, 60. And instead of the Y1 squiggly line mx1 plus b, I want to look at my answer choices. I see a little x. So I know I'm going to use y1 squiggly line a, b, little x, little 1. y1 squiggly a, b, little x, 1. And that gives me all of this. So my a is going to be 4252.32, and my b is going to be 1.08. So we're looking for the closest answer. The closest. So let's look at the b. This is probably going to be the easiest. 1.08. This is 1.2, so not really that close. 1.1, we're looking at 1.0 and then 8. 1.1, not close. This starts with a 0, that's definitely not close. And then 1.07. 7 is close to 8, so let's check the other number. 4252. 4252. That's close enough. And then also, you see this little magnifying glass right here on the table? It'll take you to the picture, which is cool. It's just cool. All right, time for the next one. A new car costs $28,500 and depreciates each year. Depreciate actually means decreasing, if you didn't know. Decreasing. It's not important for this, but it is important for later. Each year. The table below shows the years that the car has been used for the price the car is worth. What would be the approximate price of the car after use for 8 years? So, first off, I'm going to make a table. 0, oh, that's not a table. Apologies. Plus table 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 28, remember, do not put the comma, 500, 22, 500, 18, 14, 500, 11, 700, 9,400. Now, if we look at it kind of makes a J shape, so we're going to do the Y1 squiggle A, B, X, 1. Y1 squiggle A, B, little x, 1. And that gives me all of this. This is good. But when I look back at my answers, I don't see equations like I did over here. I see numbers. So I'm going to go back to the actual question. It says, what would be the approximate price of the car after it's used for 8 years? The 8 years is the important part. 8 years. Years is going to be x. So x equals 8. So in my table, I'm going to put x equals 8. See how I don't see it yet, but really I just got to move the graph a little bit and see where they touch. So 8, comma, 4755.355. Again, they gave us 8, so that can't be my answer. So I need to look at this number, 4755.355. I'm looking for the closest answer. Closest. So the closest answer would be A. Great job, everybody. So smart. Okay. Next one. We are going to go to graphing exponentials. Graphing exponentials. So we're going to delete our Desmos. I'm going to type in this into Desmos. Gotta go into Desmos. So we have y equals 5 parentheses 1/3 parentheses little x, and I have this. I know my graph is going down. So if we start here, it's going down. So I can look at these answer choices. I know this one's going up, so it can't be A. B is going down, so maybe. C is going up, can't be C. And I know D is going down. It could be D, maybe. So I look at my y-intercept, 0, 5. 0, 5, good over here. 0, 1 on B. So 0, 1, 0, 5. So our best answer choice is going to be D. And if you need to check another point, you can always go settings. So this button, this gear button over here, settings, and then table. And you have a ton of other values you can check. And that's how you do it. All right, last two, I believe. So, delete all. It says, the amount of fertilizer in a landscaping company warehouse decreases at a rate of 3% per week. The amount of fertilizer in the warehouse was originally 78,000 cubic yards. Which function models the amount of fertilizer in the cubic yards left after W weeks? So I know I'm going to use y equals a b x. And I know a is our starting number. And I know B is our rate, which is also our percent. So if we look at A, let's look at B. If we look at B, we know it's 3%, and it also decreases. Okay. If I look at A, our starting number, I know the only other number is 78. So I know A has to be 78. So let's look at our A's. Oh, I can see immediately I can eliminate two answers because they're not correct. So now I'm between H and J. So I see decrease. I know it's going to be 1 minus my percent. 1 minus. So I have 1 minus 3%. So usually you would do this in the calculator with the control book, the book button. That's my best book. But I only have decimals. 1 minus 3. And then percent 1. So it gives us 0.97. And if I'm looking at 0.97, 0.97 should be inside the parentheses. So my only answer is H. J is not good. And that's how you do that one. Then on to the last one. A particular type of cell doubles in number every hour. Which function can be used to find the number of cells present at the end of that's supposed to be hours, if there are initially 4 of these cells? So I have y equals a, b, x. And again, a is your starting, also known as your initial, and b is your rate. So if I'm looking at my starting, A is starting, I see the word initial right here and 4, and I know A goes in front. So let me check all my answers. They're all good. But then I notice this plus. I see my equation as y equals A, then B, parentheses B, x. There's no plus. No plus. So immediately get rid of those. Those are horrible. We don't learn them in Algebra 1. We never will. Next one. We have our rate. There is no percent here. There's no percent here. But there is this word doubles. Doubles. This word doubles means times 2. Okay? It just means 2. So if I'm looking at this number, I know that, G matches both my numbers. So it has to be my answer. And that's how you do those questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.